Hello, Libra couples. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. So this is a reading for you, Libras coupled in a relationship, a love relationship for the month of March. So here we go for you, Whispers of Love. This will not resonate with everybody. So please check out your Venus sign, your moon, and your rising if this doesn't work out. My God, this is the same card I got for Pisces. Maybe you're associated with the Pisces. But anyways, this is card number 46. And like I was saying to Pisces, this is a beautiful couple kissing under the moonlight. And the moon is a waning moon. Okay, so it's probably a moon, like it's a waning crescent moon. So it's a moon that's kind of closer to the new moon in March. And if I'm not mistaken, the new moon in March is going to be around the 13th of March. Okay, so it's a couple of days before that. So I would say somewhere between the 9th to the 13th of March. This could be the timing where this would happen. So anyways, it's this beautiful couple kissing. And this is happening at night. There's a lot of purple. There's a wisteria tree with beautiful blooms of flowers in the tree. And the card says, spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. Okay? Very beautiful card. So I'll leave it here. It's card number 46, if that means anything to you. Maybe you're 46 years old. Maybe your partner's 46 years old. Maybe you've been 46 years together. Doubt it, but you know, it could be. I mean, if you're in your 70s, 60s, closer to 70, I would say. But anyways, having said that, I'm not going to take those cards. I'm just shuffling for you, Libra. Libra for couples in love. You had the Two of Cups fell over. Libra couples in love. Libra couples in love. Libra couples in love. All right, so here we go. Okay, the energy between the two of you now is the Devil. Okay. There's a bit of toxicity between the two of you, okay? The communication between the two of you is about going to a better place. The Strength is the King of Swords. So someone is very analytical. Maybe you've consulted. Maybe this is a lawyer or some kind of a financial planner. We'll see where this goes. The weakness is the Three of Cups. Okay. A little too much celebration maybe, or a third party. The reality is the Hangman. So sacrificing, taking a break, doing some introspection to see it from a different angle. The passion is the Ten of Cups, which is a happy family, happy home. The passion is there between the two of you still. And then the key to the future is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is, in this case, would be that everybody works together in the same direction, collaborating on the same things, on the same topics. So let's take this up again. So either you are in a relationship where there's a lot of codependency. So either someone has got codependency issues, or between the two of you, there's some toxicity. And you know, what's being communicated, because we're saying spending some quality time together, listening to one another, and also talking to one another. The communication is, this has got to stop. We need to go to a better place. So the toxicity could be simply just back and forth fighting, back and forth arguing. And, you know, the balanced energies here is that There are 3 swords in the back of the boat and 3 in the front. So we need to drop 3 things. We need to drop 3 battles that are completely unnecessary to the relationship and only keep 3 of them. So let's just not focus on the negative parts or what really is. Let's agree to disagree. Bottom line is what I'm trying to get at and what I'm seeing from this. The strength is being able to cut those things out. I don't think you're seeing a mediator. I don't really think that there's a third party here. I think it's more of, you have this relationship that you've been together, and I would say from what I can see here, a long time. It's not a fresh relationship. And the strength is that you're both able to have clear judgment and be able to cut out what needs to be cut out. Yeah, see, there's 3 swords in the back of the boat and 3 in the front. And there's a couple. So these things, they'll be left behind once you get to the shore, okay? So you'll have that discernment to be able to leave that behind. The weakness is maybe there's a little too much celebrating, or maybe there's one of the 2 of you that's a little bit more happy-go-lucky and not so much planned, organized, or you know what I mean, like concerned about the future, concerned about the wealth of the relationship, because this is the happy couple, the happy home, yes, but it's the 10 of Cups. It's not the 10 of Pentacles where the wealth comes with it. Everyone's happy in this card in terms of passion, but there is a castle in the back, but that's the imagery on the card. But it's not the 10 of Pentacles where it's kind of the ultimate wealth and security, right? So, and because we're in these times, again, it could very well be that there's someone who's not as concerned with the financial state of the relationship and a little bit too much having fun or, taking care of their needs and not others. I don't see this as a third party, but anyways, if it is a third party, then by all means, I think what's going to happen is one of you is definitely going to be taking a step back here. The reality is one of you is going to be taking a step back. You're probably going to consult some kind of a lawyer, mediator. There's still passion between the 2 of you, but I don't see an ending. I just see this in the beginning of the conversations. And if the relationship is to survive, it has to be of uniform efforts between all parties. That's going to be needed to be happening quite quickly. If it's not third party, like I said, there's a bit of toxicity between the 2 of you. Like I said, maybe you're arguing about things that are really petty, fundamentally petty. You need to let go of, those topics that are petty. They're not so important to the relationship. And you both will have that discernment to be able to cut out. And there's a lot of butterflies on this, so that means transformation, right? You're going to have to change. You're going to have to, kind of see things from a different perspective. And hence the Hangman here. You have to see things from a different perspective to be able to do this analysis. And then the key is to work together on this. Okay, work together and efficiently and with the same kind of energy. Okay. Let's look at the couple cards here. These are other love cards. And I forget the name of these. I don't have my boxes down here for these cards. They're all upstairs. So this one wanted to come out. Oops. Well, this one will come out too. Okay. Okay, I'll take the first one because this one fell on the table. So this looks like someone who's half hidden, so partially covering part of their face. So basically, they don't want to show themselves off to the world. There's some energy coming out of their eye. Okay. And what it says on the back, it says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So one of you in here, or maybe both of you, feel like this about one another. You ultimately do love your spouse, or if not your spouse, your partner, significantly. And it's just a question of getting together and having that heart-to-heart conversation and actually listening to one another, and not so much, wanting to be right all the time, but clearly listening to one another. And here you have this couple who's in a loving position, all right, and kissing. And it says sexual union. So honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find true bliss. So passion still exists between the two of you, but maybe there's been a dwindling of passion for a while, but maybe you need to reignite on that front. You need to get together, and probably this is the beginning of this, right? After this conversation and spending time together around, the 9th to the 9th to the 13th of March. Most likely this is when this is going to happen, after you've had this conversation and spent some time together. Maybe your sexual union is going to get better. So let's look at I didn't want to do this. Sorry about that. I wanted to do, because there's the word transformation, or I used it particularly with the butterflies in the King of Swords. Let's pick a butterfly card right here. Gracefully aging. So, I said a while ago that this relationship was most likely not a very new relationship. This is a relationship that's pretty mature, right? And of course, there's transformation through the ages. We're aging, our bodies are changing, but our minds also need to change. We mature, we grow up. And I think that's what it's calling for, is to gracefully age. As this relationship also ages, there's wings on these two guys too. But anyways, having said that, you need to work together and gracefully age between the two of you in order to have this successful transformation, and working together to, appreciate one another and realize that both one another love each other deeply, so that you can maybe rebond, or, enjoy the sexual activity much better than you did previously, or that you have been lately. What about the future outcome should Libra follow this advice? Oh man, we have the Two of Cups, and this is like a renewed partnership. This is a beautiful card, so you know what? It's going to be great. The cat is white on this card, it's not black, so it kind of like insinuates that the truth came out. There's nothing hidden anymore, there's no secrets. All right, and even that cat is hugging the feet of both couples. It's not both, but the queen. It's hugging at the foot of the queen. And maybe it was the queen that needed to speak up and needed to open up, and maybe it's the queen that needed to see life from a different perspective. And I think that the cat is rewarding her with lots of love in this image. So whoever is the queen in the relationship, doesn't have to be a female, it can be a male, right? Because we all have male and female energies in our bodies. So anyways, having said that, this looks pretty good. It looks really good. There's improvement. There's a challenge that needs to be addressed, and you work together to fix the issue. And looks like your sexual life or health is going to be much better. And at the outcome, you have this happy couple. All right? So all the best to you, my dear Libras. If this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And until next month, take care.